So I was telling Quinn that one of the things that I like to do with my friends, that I will send them like I sent to Danielle last night, sweet dreamies, and then a little emoji.
I look at each other, I'm like, if you do that to me, I'm going to drive to your apartment and punch you.
I will never text you sweet dreamies.
Hearing you even say it puts me out.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Warm, sleepy weebies. Well, very quickly, for those that are watching on our YouTube channel for the Scott and Allie Not for Air podcast,
Unprepared podcast,
Unprepared podcast, yeah, I'm wearing the very revealing small underwear that I will by this time when it's released have worn to wash Allie's car, and I
love that it's my car.
Well,
he fought me on it, and now it's my car.
Oh, were we in a different place? Was I doing yours instead?
No. Not that I would. We didn't even do a challenge like we said we were going to do.
I did suggest that on the show that we do a challenge, and then
I'm totally fine with it being your car. I have no.
I feel like my car needs it more. Although I did.
It definitely smells more than my car, probably.
On the inside, I did go through the car wash.
I'm doing the inside.
Detailing the car.
Oh, I think you should.
I think you are wrong.
Come on, just take a little Clorox wipe me down,
You heard that.
Hello.
This is going a different direction than I planned.
So I just wanted to let you know, with these little underwear.
Yep.
Sorry.
Oh, God.
At least one head is covered.
Are you going to sell them to a viewer? Can a viewer win them?
For charity.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Sure.
Who wants to...
I'll wash them first. I mean, I don't know what's...
No, don't wash them. Frame them.
Right, yeah, you don't want to wash them.
Yeah, they want that man stank.
You know, I
love man stank.
When I take them off, let me see if I need to wash them. I mean, with the amount of viewership, because I know what's going to happen in this building. So we have a bunch of windows along the wall where the parking lot is. Mm-hmm. And I know that the entire building is going to be stacked against these windows.
Yeah.
And there's going to be an audience. And, on the podcast after this, I'll tell you, there was an audience. So I don't know how the inside of those are going to fare after that many people watching me do something. Oh, wait, I'll show you the shirt, too.
Instead of the stars and stripes, the stars and brown stripes.
Yes, stars and streaks.
Stars and streaks, yeah.
That's the T-shirt. And I just want to show you, watch on YouTube. You can get some belly. Although I've had dramatic weight loss in the past month, so I'm okay wearing your baby doll.
You know
I like
what?
his confidence.
I do too. And because you've been losing weight, we should have measured you. That's a really indicator.
Well, I didn't expect to lose the weight, and I'm not sure exactly what day it started, but it's happened rather quickly.
I noticed, I think last Friday. When did you wear that black shirt?
Last Friday.
That's when I noticed.
Or now. Again, if you're watching on YouTube.
You were wearing the short sleeve black shirt.
Oh, yeah, the T-shirt.
Yeah, that's when I noticed you're definitely.
You know what I'm noticing? This thing's going away, and I'm loving every minute of it. The thing
the
underneath
gobbler.
The gobbler. That thing's going away. Man, I'll tell you what. For guys, though, it's the worst because everywhere else is starting to go, except it's just sitting still. I can't, so I'm working on it. Okay, so it was a vain moment.
No more.
We got a lot to cover.
We do. Now, Scott was not here, was it Monday on the show? Yeah, okay.
Correct.
Kind of working behind the scenes.
Yeah, so working behind the No,
I was.
So Scott,
came in and saved your ass with a computer that sits next to me, remember?
You know what? If somebody would have the correct password on there, that would have been nice.
I'm looking right at it. That's the password right there. Allie was entering the name of the computer, which is also next to the password.
The name of the computer is the password.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
Right prod. Right.
Well, don't tell them the password.
She was entering program 2 record.
Right. I thought that the computer was right prod.
Yeah.
So I should have been.
It's the right production computer.
Yeah.
Yes.
It doesn't make any sense.
Is that not the name of it?
Yeah.
Yep.
So then why is there that other, what is that other program 2 record thing?
Program 2 on our control board, if I push a button, we have 1, 2, 3 and a phone thing.
Yeah.
When you put it in 2, it records into the right prod computer.
Oh, so they were leaving me half-assed directions?
Yeah, they are pretty specific.
That is the stupidest thing ever. Anyway, that's not important.
Not before we debate it.
The password should have been password. Come on.
Yes, it should have been.
Or it should be password, semicolon, and then give me the password.
That's also true.
But the funny thing is, I'm surrounded by monitors, and every single monitor the password like is over here, left prod. I know it's right there. It's left prod.
I just assumed that they were assigning it left prod. So what you knew that computer is going to go into the board and it's going to be called left prod.
Well, that's true too. And it's also the password.
Oh my God.
Nobody told her.
Yeah.
How'd you miss that meeting?
I wasn't a part of
meeting?
it. Yeah, there was no meeting. I don't even want to talk about it.
Clearly I knew.
We got through it just fine. But I was just like, who built this studio?
It is the most... Well, all right, admittedly, you guys had other problems. So for those that don't know, we took a power surge the night before that Monday.
Yeah.
And none of us knew that everything was jacked up in this room until you had called and you were like, our control board's completely reversed and everything's, and I'm like, who is messing with you?
Yeah. So
and then we figured out it wasn't anybody messing. It was just that power surge. So you caught a bad short straw.
In my defense, and then we're going to end on this because I want to get to like the fun stuff of the show.
Yeah.
Is if you have multiple people who are going to be in this studio, send an email, almost like a manual, or actually, how about a Google sheet, a Google Doc? Hey, if you are just walking into the studio and you don't know anything about it, here are some things that you need to know. So I can open the Google Doc. Oh my God, genius. And then I will know the passwords. I don't understand. I'm so mad about this. I don't understand why this is not created. Like, it doesn't make any sense why somebody can't just walk in and do that.
I'll talk to the team that put it in.
Oh,
it's all I can offer.
Yes.
I'm glad I'm not on that team.
So let's see how your retention is. What's the password for this computer?
Asshole.
Okay. What's the password for that computer?
Left asshole.
Rough asshole.
Yeah. You know what? I'm over it.
Oh,
now,
yeah, clearly.
There were four things that we talked. There's four things we talked about that were fun. That was the thing. Nobody who was listening that day would have really known much about it if we didn't mention it.
Oh, you guys were having a good time mentioning it. I was enjoying it. I'm like, this is the wrong day to have not been here.
We acted...
behind the scenes.
We acted like everything was fine. We still operated, still did the stuff.
Yeah.
And we covered four really fun topics that I will cover with Scott since you missed them.
I'm all ears.
I don't even remember what they are.
First one is...
But you do remember the studio was a fucking mess.
Oh, yeah. That was hard to miss.
The first one is something that I said that I was going to mention on the show and on the podcast. We talked about bananas. Do you remember this? And I said, I'm going to mention this on the podcast,
In
too.
pajamas?
Oh, my God.
I think I made that same joke on Monday.
So during the...
Give it to me again.
Okay, during the show, you mentioned about National Banana Day. And
today.
And I said,
when this was being recorded, yes.
Yes. And I said, I'm going to mention bananas on the podcast.
Yes, you did.
Okay. So when you eat pizza, some people will eat Hawaiian pizza with pineapple on it, right?
It's all right.
Could you eat pizza with banana on it?
I might try it once, but I'm not saying I'm going to like it or not. I'll try. Yeah, all right. Is this, are we trying to get rid of pepperoni? Is there going to be some sort of hate on pepperoni and now we need something new that's a circle and it's banana?
That's a classic pizza that I will pick the bananas off and then eat the pizza afterwards. There's no way I would eat them together at the same time.
I'd try it, I'm not going to. I don't think I'm going to be like, I'm going to order that from now on. I'll try a bite.
The one thing about bananas, because I don't like bananas, when you put bananas in fruit salad, all you taste is banana. So
That's
even
what
if
I like about fruit salad.
Oh, I hate
fruit
that.
Salad.
Yummy.
Yeah.
And if you take it off of pizza, I'm still going to taste the banana.
Yes, you will.
Nah.
Yeah.
All right, so you're just not a banana person.
No.
All right.
Okay, the second one is the girl who showed up to prom in a hearse.
Oh, wow.
Love this so much.
You would.
It's a statement. I don't have a problem with it. Is her dad a mortician?
Oh, I don't know.
Or did they rent a hearse?
Well, there's more.
Here's how I described it on the show. The gentleman who got out, the gentleman date, he gets out of the hearse and he's wearing this green, it was either like velvet or satin jacket. Didn't look like he was the most like
A leprechaun?
cool kid in the class,
Oh, okay.
But he definitely was wearing it that day. He's like, look at me showing up to this prom in a hearse. So here was the awkward part. They open up the back And I think it was like both of their dads, the guy and the girl. I think both of their dads pull this casket out of the back. Oh. And she gets out of a casket.
Wow.
It was the best thing I've ever seen.
Here's what it is. There were years ago when I was in school, you had this segmented, groups of kids. You had the preps, of course. The jocks. You had the, I was a floater. I could go around to, pretty much anybody. But you had the cheerleaders. You had the goth group. Yeah. And of course, it was pre-grunge, but there was that kind of look.
Oh, yeah.
So what you're hearing is what I feel it is it's still the grunge kids, not the grunge, the goth kids are still there, and now they're finding a bigger way to express themselves. And I don't mind that somebody, listen, it's a brave new world. I've said it a million times before that, it's fine. Would there be a difference if the jocks did it versus the goth people? How was it received? Do we know? I mean, did everybody come out and be like, oh my God?
I didn't see that. It just showed their entrance, but I thought that's the most grand entrance I've ever seen.
I have to say that it would be even more of a successful entrance. Like, I would have thought legendary entrance had that been like a Halloween dance. You know what I mean?
Oh, that would have been awesome.
That would have been like, that person wins whatever prize is tonight.
Oh, you win.
Yeah.
But prom, a little strange.
I wish I would have thought of it.
I don't have a problem with it. But
how do you one up it?
How do you?
You don't. It has to be your senior year.
Oscar Mayer Wienermobile next year. Get out dressed as a hot dog and walk in. Yeah.
Okay, the number 3 is it's called the +1 speech. This is a new thing. I've never seen this happen anywhere else. A bride and groom put all the +1s who are attending their wedding in a hat. So just the +1s. So Scott, if I was your +1, my name would go in a hat, not yours, just mine.
Okay.
And then one name gets pulled out of the hat of the +1s, and they have to give an on-the-spot speech.
The best is they probably don't know half the people there, or any of them.
Let me tell you, this is something that a unique few people can pull off. I would be one of them. Quinn, name a name that you like, a female name.
A female name? Let's go with Hannah.
Hannah. So Quinn and Hannah it's their wedding.
Yeah.
Okay.
Aww.
And
lovely.
I get picked up. Look what gets drawn out of the hat. Oh, I get to do a speech. So I would stand up and I have to talk about a couple.
I would hate this if Scott was doing a speech at my wedding.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted...
If you want to be a main guest, you'd only be a +1.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just wanted to say a few quick words about Quinn and Hannah and their big day and how special this is. And I knew, being a newcomer to this beautiful couple and their future together, at the wedding, I could tell that this was a match made in heaven. For the period of time that you have been together, things must have worked so well that it led you down the aisle with such joy, such pleasure, so many smiles, and you can see a joyous future in their future. And remember,
such bullshit.
And remember, that dress is going to look better tonight on the floor.
Oh my God.
Claps. I would whisper to my now wife, Hannah.
Who invited him?
That guy looks really familiar.
What you got to do, you got to be a master of the BS to be able to pull this off.
Oh my God.
Because if not, it's a lot of, I'm here with this guy that I met 3 weeks ago.
I think I would never be able to do it before this job.
Right. Yeah.
But now you can.
But I think now I could do, maybe not your level, but I could.
Thank you.
I could pull something out of my ass.
King of the BS right here.
I could pull something out of my ass.
Yes. And look how beautiful their children will look. Hannah in her immense beauty. Quinn with his massive jowls and curly hair. That baby's going to come with the biggest cheeks, curly hair, and beautiful legs.
You do?
Oh.
Throwing the shit in.
I just find out who has the legs.
You have to go with looks, like all looks when it comes to this speech. Like
their love inspires all of us together to feel the joy of this day. And without them, we would not have this joy today. So we thank you too for your beautiful nuptials, and may you live long and prosper.
Oh, yeah.
Woo, I love that he gave 3 encores. People are clapping.
The DJ's trying to take the mic away.
The music's playing. Wrap it up.
Meanwhile, the best man's going, fucking, hey, who's this guy? That's good.
Hannah's all of a sudden
He's taking notes. Like,
right.
The prosper and live long.
Live long.
He's like, I've been up all night with my speech. Damn it. Okay, last one is the good night messages.
I mean, it could have been worse. I could have stood up and I could have said,
This is a fourth encore.
This is the fourth encore. Before the dinner, I could, if the speech was happening, because it all happens right around dinner time, doesn't it?
Yes.
I could have stood up and I could say, well, I've decided tonight to honor these two with a little bit of a blessing of the meal, if you will.
Oh, now you're praying?
And I thought that I would say, Quinn, Hannah, on your beautiful day together, let's look down at what the bounty is that you picked off the very nice selection of meals for people, and we are grateful to you. And I say to you, good Lord, let's eat. Good Lord, she's got nice meat. All right. Meanwhile, I'm being escorted out of the way.
And then I'm like, was that scot-free?
Hold on. I need a sip of coffee after all this bullshit. Refill the tank here.
Okay, then I'm going to set you up for the final thing that you missed on Monday.
Okay.
The good night messages.
Oh, yeah.
So I was telling Quinn that one of the things that I like to do with my friends...
You know how mine go? Want to do it? No. Good night. Sorry.
This is not in a sexual way. This is with friends. This is with friends. That I will do this with my friends. That I will send them like I sent to Danielle last night, sweet dreamies, and then a little emoji.
I look at each other, I'm like, if you do that to me, I'm going to drive to your apartment and punch you.
I will never text you sweet dreamies.
Hearing you even say it puts me out.
It gives me the heebie-jeebies.
Warm, sleepy weepies.
It honestly has kept so many good friendships.
How do you have friends?
What do you mean? I'm like the
Don't let the bed bugs bite ski.
It's kept so many good friendships. There are other ways to keep your friendships.
I was telling him he needs to send more good night messages to keep connected with friends.
No. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
With Sarah, I texted her this morning. Good morning, beautiful. I just will send random you don't send random good mornings or good nights.
No. Oh, might have something that's swinging between my legs that keeps me from doing that. Just
I mean, it doesn't have to say good morning or sweet dreamies. I think that you can.
You got that $5, show me.
See, you guys always
coming to work today.
You always wait for there to be a purpose.
Yeah.
No,
we're guys. We gotta have a purpose.
The closest we will get to this is we'll send a meme or a TikTok or something. Sweet. That's the closest you'll get to a sweet message. Sweet dreamies.
Do you have another one that is so Allie and it's so awful?
That's what I said.
Oh my God! Maybe we should just name this podcast "Sweet Dreamies."
Sweet Dreamies are made of theseies.
I'm texting both of you tonight with Sweet Dreamies.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
You're officially blocked,
and I better get a Sweet Dreamies back.
You'll get a fuck
You're
off.
Gonna get a middle finger back. Put this where your dreams happen.
Put this where your dreams.
You know what? No nice text messages for you.
Yeah, okay, I'll live.
You know what? And after we retire, you're going to be like, I haven't heard from her in a long time. That's because
and then randomly it'll be a Sweet Dreamies 10 years later. I'll be like, who the fuck is this?
Allie, I don't remember her.
I don't know who she is.
This was something on the show, and I wanted to get this out, and I never did. I'm trying to convince everyone of my theory that the lesbian community uses Claddagh rings. You know, the rings where it's like the heart and the hands holding?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That the lesbian community uses the Claddagh ring as like their ring, you know? And the reason why...
So it's being worn by a Claddagh lesbians.
Because... I can't believe I thought that was that funny.
I can't believe I thought it was too.
Because my best friend's dad is gay, and him and his husband, they both wear the Claddagh rings. So I think this is where I got it.
Claddagh gays too.
So I thought that like all gays wore the Claddagh ring instead of just.
It was like to find other gay people.
Yes.
So it's like the pineapple for swingers.
Yes,
Wait,
yes, 100%. I was like, my gay heart is open or my gay heart is closed.
Isn't the Claddagh ring like a sign of Irish heritage, or am I making that up?
So my best friend's last name is Gallagher.
That's
very Irish.
Much more Irish.
Very Irish.
Holy crap, is his first name Lip? Jeez.
I was going to say, was he in shape?
He's very Irish. I was going to say gay.
He's very gay too.
I mean, that's fine.
He's very gay and Irish. He's Irish. So
Gayrish, not Gyrish.
Oh, Gayrish. I'm sorry.
Gayrish.
So anyway,
talk about a Gaelic.
I thought
Jesus.
I thought that I have seen that like lesbians and other people in the gay community always were wearing the Claddagh rings.
Just the Irish ones.
So then the other day I was texting with my 2 lesbian girlfriends that I love so dearly, and they're like, what are you talking about? I said, I'm trying to convince people that this is it. So then, of course, I go back to the best friend. Hey, isn't this a gay thing? He goes, no, we're Irish. It's an Irish thing.
I knew it.
I love that you were, as a straight person, trying to convince a bunch of gay people that they're wrong.
I really
my God.
They're all like, never heard of it.
No,
What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
I'm like, you
This
guys,
is not a
it's
gay
thing.
promise ring.
That's what I thought it was. I swear to God, because they've been gay my whole life, and so
Glad they know themselves. Jeez.
they became. Oh God, this is such not a weird thing, but like they didn't come out until their 30s.
No, different times.
Right? Exactly. They didn't come out until the 80s.
Oh
So-
wow, that was even early.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wow, yeah.
They're old gays. So anyway.
They're the OGs.
They're gay eratrics.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, you took us down such a bad path. We really have to let the community of the gay community. I almost said the community of the gays. Make it like a house.
Gays.
You know when you walk into someone's house of pain. And
Yes,
there's
yes.
all the things.
Gays.
I just gave the
House of Gays.
Oh my God.
House of Gays.
We have lots of love for the gay
we do.
community.
Oh,
This
we
was
are,
not
all
meant
three
in
of us.
any way to be anything other than just humorous. Please take it that way.
Absolutely. All 3 of us, I feel like, are LGBTQ allies.
Absolutely.
100%.
I don't want people to hear what was going on going, oh, they're gay bashing. No.
Not at all.
Allie just didn't know a Claddagh ring was for the Irish.
I did. I don't know. I had that
Who
in my...
also are like super Catholic Irish people.
Oh, right?
You know what I
And
mean?
he is.
And
They
boy,
go to
is
church.
that the church that loves the gays.
They go to church like every morning. It's like 6 or 7 o'clock in the morning.
Really?
We got a
Yes.
show.
Good for them.
Yes.
Well, from last I knew, not to get heavy into religion, last I knew, didn't the Pope at some point in time kind of
Yes.
loosen things up a bit for, a degree of acceptance? Like if the doors aren't...
This Pope?
The
Pope
closet
Popey
doors
Frank?
didn't swing open to the church, but, which is called a confessional booth. But it was a bit more accepting from what I've heard. I'm not in that position to be able to walk into the Catholic Church and say, hey, what's the
Do you
rule?
think the Pope texts his buddies, sweet dreamsies?